an intent to this heaven slice of the nature. Rap this skill, dice and woes alike. Love and pride, look at her vibes. What's the meaning of life? One subject paradise, Christian and Leah's most reflect. Often mirrors and hit, click, ready for your tear. Craving rain, rekindle the flame. Close to she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear. Shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and my guy, Drew Hinthorn, is going to sit down any minute here at HuskerDrewPicks.com. What's up, brother? Oh, he can't hear me right now. Now, what you doing, man? Get your stuff on, bro. I can't hear. Okay, it took him a while. He's from UConn, everybody, so you just kind of gotta go with. He's from UConn. You can't hear me? Turn up your stuff right here.
It's coming up.
There. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you on the right ear, not the left ear.
Is that better?
Not really.
Well, you're all plugged in. I don't know why you can't hear yourself.
I got you now.
Okay, there we go. Anyway, hey, hello, everybody. Of course, you know where we are today. It is, well, actually, we're normally here on Wednesdays, but today it is Thursday.
Special occasion.
And special occasion. We even got the commander in the house.
Yep.
He's over there hiding out over there, but he decided that he wanted fried chicken Thursday. And so we're at Ned's today. Fried Chicken Thursday, Ned's Starlite Lounge, 7301 North May Avenue. You can call them at 405-242-6100. They are closed on Mondays, but they're open Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 11 to 12. And then Thursdays, Fridays, they're open from 11 to 2. And then Saturdays, man, they got a crazy schedule, 10:30 to 2, but that's because they have brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. And then 10:30 to 3 on Sundays for brunch. And then normally we're here on Wings Wednesday where they have $1.50 wings. But Thursdays is the day for the fried chicken, liver, and gizzards. I did not have any gizzards or liver.
I did not.
Randy did not have it. Did you have liver? Does Kimberly want some liver?
Gizzards. No gizzards.
We couldn't get her involved.
My mom likes the gizzards.
Yeah. And then Nettie, we've been trying to get Nettie on. Lindsay will not come on the air. Ned for sure won't come on. I don't know what their problem is. They don't want it. They just want us to come in and then highlight their show or highlight their location, and that's about it. So we can do that. How you doing today, bro?
Man, it should be a national holiday, honestly.
Yeah, it should be. First day of the Masters.
Yeah.
Man, you almost got your Masters colors on there, bro.
These are azaleas.
I know, but I don't see any of that.
Well, no, I mean, it's called subliminal advertising. Big word. Subliminal.
Oh, I tell you what, all those OU guys left, man. We started.
They did. We ran them out.
We had a bunch of OU people here sitting at the table, our normal table that we normally sit at when we do the show. But, you had Huderberg, you had Kyle Hill, you had Josh Brim, you had all these guys here. Who else we have? We had Bentley, Stephen Bentley. We had RD. So we had the whole crew here today. And, of course, they took up the table. And then right when we got ready to be on air, they all moved. Typical OU thing. That's what they do. Always trying to mess up some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't really have a whole lot to talk about sports-wise. I mean,
well, they got softball. They got 2 seasons. They have football and softball.
Yeah,
football and softball.
That's true.
So you can't really knock them. But anyway, today we got a full slate.
Football wasn't that great a year.
No.
I mean, let's be honest.
No, it wasn't. But we are watching here at Ned's. They do have the golf on, because today is the start of, you know what it is. It is the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
And the TV schedule, it goes as follows. Today, from 3 to 7, will be on ESPN. Tomorrow, Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. And then on Saturday and Sunday, 3 p.m. to 7 on Saturday on CBS. And then 2 o'clock to 7.
So do you know if Hulu or Prime Video is carrying where you can just pick up the groups?
Yes, they are on Hulu for sure. Is
Hulu is?
Yeah, they are for sure. I know that they are, and you can pick up the groups on Hulu and YouTube as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm
They
on
have
YouTube.
featured groups.
I was trying to find it on the Hulu because, they'd almost force you with ESPN coverage.
No, they Hulu is on till 3 o'clock because I was watching it this morning. I was watching Tiger,
Okay.
and he just could not get it going this morning. I mean, he played decently, but he really could not. He could not get it going. But here it is, right here, featured groups, bro.
And that's on Hulu?
Yep.
Okay. I got that then. Well, I need to get on that right now. I need to download
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So anyway, Hulu is great for that if you want to watch a different group because they have it on CBS, Paramount. I believe it's on Paramount, and so you can watch it. But Tiger was +3 earlier when we were watching it. I don't know what he is currently, what he is right now because I'm sitting here trying to do the show. But anyway, you can go there to watch it, or you can follow it online if you choose to do that. Now, there's a big game tonight in the NBA. As last night was full of games. The Lakers got blown out last night. We're gonna look at the scores right now.
7.
Well, they got blown out. Game wasn't close. Game wasn't close, bro. Come on now. Game was not close. Anyway, Lakers got blown out last night. It should have been a better game, but let's face it, Lakers playing back-to-back, trying to play LeBron, and then Russell was out of his mind last night. Was he not, Drew?
He was. And we both talked about it. You knew he was going to come out and probably play his best game of the year.
And he did. There's no question about that. I mean, like I said,
they were letting him shoot.
They were just, and that's the thing. And what was he doing? Pointing at him every time he made one. I'm like, dude, you are just. It cracks me up. He acts like he's all world, bro. You can't shoot. And yeah, you did have a good game last night, but come on, man, you really can't. You can't shoot, bro. Am I wrong though, Drew? Really talking about? Am I really wrong?
I don't know. He's so up and down, and you never know what you're going to get out of him. But I got to tip my hat to him. He hit his first 7 shots or something.
Yeah, and he hit his first couple threes. He was pointing at LeBron and stuff last night. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, but, kind of a clown show.
Yeah, he really is. But well, when we go over the NBA scores, I got to do your Drew. This is real quick.
Yep.
So go ahead and do your scores. On the NBA scoring front last night, the first game was the ones really didn't bother us, Drew. I mean, the first game last night, you had the Knicks and
the Nets and the Pistons, which we both talked about that, and the Nets ended up pulling away late, which I was kind of nervous about that game. I didn't like the line in it, but kind of as to be expected. Pistons are taking a nosedive. They're trying to get the ping pong balls.
And how did that work out for Houston last year? They ended up finishing, third?
Exactly.
Last year?
But, I understand it. But either way, they're going to get a good player. The Pistons are going to have a good squad for years to come. But they had the Knicks 138-129, which HuskerDrewPicks.com had.
You were all over that, bro. You really were last night.
Yeah, that was damn near 260 points, 265 points. So, and Hawks Wizards, another over. We like that. Hawks Wizards are kind of, I don't know what they're doing. I haven't watched Wizards play all year.
Well, who really has?
They just honest. Call themselves Bradley Beal. That's it. Right?
Really, that's
who
all they have.
Porzingis. Okay.
Our guy from the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma.
He's with the Wizards?
Yep.
God, man, what a bad trade for him.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing because he'll make more money because he'll get more shots and he's scoring more points. So
and then, you had the Celtics 97-93 over the Raptors, which pushed that line. Celtics delaying 4. Raptors played a little better than I thought they were. Celtics were down some of that game, but came back, pushed the line at the end. The Bucks over the Bulls 105-92. Bucks were laying the 7 number, but we both like that.
We both like that.
The Bulls. I think that might be the last time we see Antetokounmpo until the playoffs.
Yes. Well, he didn't play last night.
He did not.
No, he did not play last night. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that game. He did not play last night.
And then you had the Pelicans 138-131 in overtime over the Grizzlies, and we both liked the Pelicans last night, getting the 4, and they covered that.
And that was a huge loss for the Grizzlies last night because now they're done.
Yep. And then you had the Mavericks, which I loved last night.
You called it. I
Kings.
wanted them to lose, but you were all over last night. You really were.
123, 119, and Mavericks are staying alive by just the narrowest of margins.
Well, a lot of it had to do with Kyrie going 19 in the fourth quarter. He was unbelievable last night.
I mean, if they could just get that for 4 quarters, I mean, they'd have something.
But my question is, for him, for Kyrie, really, to be honest, do you really think he is going to maintain what he's doing? And do you really believe he's going to be a good boy?
No. But, I mean, they're dangerous if they make the playoffs, but they got all the talent in the world. But
no defense, though. They're not guarding anybody.
They don't.
I mean, I think the commander could even score on them, Drew.
He might be able to. He's, set shot from the top of the key.
Well, he actually did shoot a jumper.
Well, how high did he
go?
High enough to goaltend, I guess.
Well, that was not we need to talk about that again. It was not a goaltend. We're in the South, and they figured they want to give the goaltend to a guy who can't jump. That's all that was, and he knows it. He is not going to admit it. The fact that he knows, man.
I mean, I'm kind of with him on that. I mean, if it's in the stat book as a goaltend, it's a goaltend. I mean, somebody else that wrote the stat down must have thought that it was a goaltend.
Dude, so his boy Tim that he loved, that's what it was. It was Tim. He loved it so much. He loved Randy so much. They were such good friends. That's what that was.
Hey. Yeah.
Dude, you have to be able to get over the rim to get a goaltend. And it's just,
I heard there's some grainy tape out there.
There's no tape.
Pinning it on the glass.
There's no tape. I do have a photo of him being the only white guy on the court with all black people.
Hey.
And him knocking down a jumper from the corner.
I
do have that. I do have the one. We have that now. That is evidence of him actually shooting a jump shot, not a set shot. So there is evidence of that.
There we go.
Why are you
right?
You know what?
Well, they figured he could goaltend, he could shoot, get at least one shot up.
Is that really what we're doing right now? Is that really what we're doing?
Hey.
Now, you're not going to do anything. We didn't do anything with the Masters. We're still going.
Well, I just left my same as we went over yesterday. I've got
Zalatoris
last year. Zalatoris has pulled out of the tournament, so hopefully I did not see yet if he actually started the tournament.
I don't think he started. I don't remember seeing anything about him today. I don't think he started.
Victor Hovland plus 4,200 is looking pretty good right now.
Victor, dude, is unbelievable. He's playing with Tiger today in that featured group, too.
That's got to be a little...
It's with him and Morikawa. I think it's Colin Morikawa. I think he's the one that's in there with him.
I think it's Matsuyama.
No.
Morikawa hadn't teed off yet, I don't think.
No, it's the other one. The one that I thought it was Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll get on here and find some scores. Hold on. But anyway, back to that. Hovland's just throwing darts today. He right now he is 7 under through 17.
Yeah, he is.
And John Rahm is 5 under through 15. And the rest of the who's who of the leaderboard. You got Koepka, Schauffele.
Xander Schauffele, that's who he's playing with. Xander Schauffele.
Lefty.
Schauffele and
Lefty's 2 under.
Schauffele,
Xander.
Honda and Hovland and Tiger. That group is there, and they're throwing darts at him. So that's a good thing right there. We cannot complain about that. Now, one thing we're going to talk about as well, the big games today that matter a lot. When we look at the bracket right now, Drew, for the NBA, for the games last night, when you look at the bracket, let me see, where's the NBA bracket at? In the NBA playoffs, the bracket is really simple. The Thunder are still sitting at 10th, but I did the standings. Them and the Mavericks are now tied.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a huge thing right now because the Thunder have to win tonight. Huh?
Who owns the tiebreaker between the
Thunder?
Thunder. Okay, well, that's huge.
Because winning matters because, remember, the Clippers own it over the Clippers own over the Lakers.
Clippers own over the Lakers. Lakers own over the Warriors.
Warriors, right. So that's huge. And the Warriors, and when you look at right now.
Lakers have beat the Clippers in 3 years.
11-0, bro.
Wow. Still the Clippers.
I think in the end, the JETS Mets Clippers are who they are.
Yeah, they're gonna get beat.
I mean, I was watching this. I watched I forget who I was watching. They were talking about, you know what? The bottom line, they are the Clippers.
They are.
I mean, it really is sad, but they are the Clippers. No matter how you look at it, they are still the Clippers. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
get your own gym. I mean, that's why.
Well, they're about to get the Forum. What they put 1 point.
Still not their own. I mean, that's our old duds. I mean, where you play.
Well, you won't be able to recognize it. You won't be able to recognize. Come on, Drew. You won't be able to
actually went to the Forum last year. Went and watched Black Crows in there. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it used to be really nice back in the day, but you know what? It was the showcase, and then it wasn't. And now everything else is the showcase. Mm-hmm. And so, but the new place for the Thunder is going to be real nice. Now we are getting Commander League. Hey, are we going to when is the NCAA coming in? Hey, Randy, when is the NCAA coming? Is it 2 years? Yeah, 2 years, 2025 or 6?
First 2 rounds or the
the first 2 rounds.
First 2 rounds.
Yeah, we're not big enough to do the Sweet 16. Now with the new arena, you think we'll be big enough to have the Sweet 16 with the new place?
Where are these new? What? So tell me a little bit about this new arena. I haven't really. I knew that we were kicking it around. Has that been? Is that a done deal?
That's pretty much a done deal. I think so. Don't you do it, Randy? Well, I hope it's where the Myriad is, but I know that somebody told me what they're doing is they're expanding the old arena. They're going to redo half of where we're at now, the Paycom, next year. And then they're going to expand the other part the following year in order to host the NCAA to make it nicer. Then they'll put a skyway, what you call it, skywalk, sky bridge from the new arena to the old.
And what are they going to do with the old one?
I guess they have concerts,
parking lot,
whatever. The G League team will play there, the blue. I mean, it's like, what do you do with? I mean, you look at Milwaukee. They have the old original one that the Bucks originally played in. Now the University of Milwaukee or University of Wisconsin Milwaukee plays, and the Bucks play the new one. And then they build the new one. They're going to put what work? What happens then? You know, I mean, because they're going to go into the new one.
So what's the capacity going to be for the new arena? What, 26, 27,000 probably?
Maybe 18. Right now we're at 18.4.
Gotta go
big.
big.
No, because we're bigger than the Golden State's. We're bigger than Golden State's arena now. They're only 18 too. Yeah. But what they did is they added all this other stuff. They added, the restaurants and all of the other stuff to it. So. Tiger, what does that do? What kind of shot is that?
Boy, he looks like me. A little ankle problem.
Yeah, he's struggling right now. But anyway, the new arena is going to be really nice. I think what they're mainly going to do is add in restaurants.
Yeah, suite level.
Yep, suite level, make it nicer. But are we doing a suite? You know what popped up on my time hop? When we did the suite the last time when OU was there, and we had all Drew and I snuck in all those bottles.
Hey, I don't blame me.
Remember that
we had to toe the line. We couldn't step over the line to have a drink. We had to step back over the line. Step back.
Oh man, it was bad. But anyway,
that lasted for about 4 minutes of the first game.
Yeah, we remember because we had to go back and we had it all in our pants leg. Had it strapped around our waist. Oh man, we had alcohol everywhere. Good time. But anyway, the new facility is going to be nice and that. But tonight, the problem is the Thunder tonight have a huge game. They got to get by where they're at, and of course, we play the Utah Jazz tonight. Utah is 36-43 at games at 8:00 tonight on Bally's. The Thunder are 38-42, 6.5 over under 237.5 for the Thunder. So, Randy, since you're here, what do you think about the chances for that? Do you like our chances for the Thunder?
I think right now Utah is not going to play all their players, and we have a good chance.
Well, with Dallas winning last night, we've got to win tonight. We got to win tonight. I mean, you got to win because then that puts you up one game over the Mavericks. Even if they win the next game, it doesn't matter.
Well, Dallas has 2 home games.
Yep. Well, they have the Bulls tomorrow night, I believe. I think they have the Bulls tomorrow night. And even if they win that, if we win one more, all they can do is they tie us. But I don't think Memphis. They're probably not going to play everybody on Sunday. Are you going to the game at 2:30?
Yep.
Okay. So that's going to be – and by the way, everybody go to the game on Sunday. It's going to be our last home game. And this is my thing with the Thunder. And, I'm tired. I've talked about it to nauseum. My problem with the Thunder is very simple. Everybody else, every other team is excited about trying to make the playoffs except the Thunder. And so they can be in. And this whole thing is this: even if you get in to the playoffs and you lose, you still are in the lottery. You're still in the lottery. So what difference does it make? You still have a pick. It does. I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't really understand that. But I think had you not lost the 7 games or 8 games that you could have won, you'd be sitting at 4 or 5 right now. Now, I don't know how good of a thing. I don't know if I want to be playing the Clippers, 7 games, or I want to be playing the Suns 7 games. Does that appeal to you, Drew?
Yeah, you don't want to see the Suns right now.
Nobody wants to see the Suns.
Coming around. Plus, I mean, the Suns might be better than the Nuggets right now,
Yep.
honestly. I mean, where they're both playing, there might be a tougher matchup for whoever gets to play.
Yep.
So,
well, who are your 3 teams, Randy, that you think have the best chance of coming out of the West? Because I have the Suns. I have. No, he's not going to say the Lakers. I have the Suns. I have the Lakers if they can stay healthy, and I have the Suns, the Lakers, and the Golden State Warriors if Wiggins comes back.
Well,
If Wiggins comes back.
don't give Denver can still be in there.
oh yeah,
Yeah. They're not playing good now, but the resting, the old center's not playing right now.
Yeah, but my deal is this with Denver. I don't know. They match up well. It's a nightmare for the Thunder.
Well, the Denver Post had an article, I think it's today or yesterday, says Denver needs to get some toughness.
They're soft.
Playoffs. And that was Denver Post even saying that.
Well, the coach called him soft. He called him soft. I mean, now, I don't know if that was for the other night or whether that was actually he thinks that they're soft.
Yep.
I mean, they're soft to me because Jokic is soft.
he's soft.
He's soft. Now, he's a beast, but I still think Embiid this year should win win MVP because he's just been, dude, I don't think they're going to come out of the East, but Embiid has been an absolute monster the last, month and a half?
Yeah, and he's kind of avoided the injury bug this year too. He hasn't really set out 15, 20 games like he had in the past. He's missed 2-3 weeks at a time, and that was a big bugaboo with him. Why he didn't win? I think why he didn't win the MVP
last year. Yep. And who do you got? Who do you like, Rand?
MVP.
Yep.
I like him.
And my thing is this, and Drew and I have talked about this. Jokic right now, based on analytics and how they do it, is the greatest player of all time.
Say that again.
The way they do analytics, Jokic is the number 1 player in the history of the NBA, based on the way that they do things right now. I'm like, I don't know anybody in my right mind would pick him over the top 20 players. I mean, I think of Jokic maybe 50-something, 60-something in all time. I mean, is it who? I mean, they had him above Kareem. They had him above Magic. They had him above Michael. They had him above LeBron. They had him above Wilt Chamberlain. They had him above Kobe. I'm like, dude, what world are you living in?
Well, you got to win something too.
Now it's too many touch fouls. I mean, I'm not saying it needs to be a WWE wrestling match, like it used to be.
Yep.
Now you can't even touch anybody. They go to see if it's a 1 or a 2 foul and get the technical foul. They need to start learning, be more physical.
Well, and my deal with SGA, that's my problem with him. I don't know if he's going to make the adjustment because he's still looking for calls. I mean, dude, they're not. This is kind of playoff basketball. You need to adjust to that.
People are getting tired of the players
Crying.
Every time down, they're crying.
Yep.
And I mean,
yeah,
he's going to have to.
But you got to remember, though, they did that in the beginning so players wouldn't get hurt. But now it's gotten out of hand.
Luka's taking the brunt of that last probably 20 games a year.
But
People
dude,
really
I'm sorry, Luka. They need to fine him or something. Quit crying. Oh my God, dude. He wears me out. He really does. He really does.
I think if they start calling a tease and ejecting them out of the game, they're going to find out. And, he had to sit out a game the other day because
of the tease. Yeah.
When he gets 2 more, and he's got to sit out another one.
That's the problem with them now. Is every 2 you got to sit out now. I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, hopefully Oklahoma City handles their business and wins 2 games Because I guess we got to win 2 games. Don't we got to win both of them to secure?
Yeah.
Because the Mavericks have 2 more.
Yeah.
So we've got to win. We've got to go 2-0. And the question is the coach going to play the players that he needs to play like he did against Golden State? I mean, still to me, the fourth quarter is the Oklahoma City bugaboo. We can't
And against Golden State, they played good. I mean,
until the fourth quarter.
It went all the way to the start of the fourth quarter.
But once again,
And then they pulled Lindy Waters.
it's hard to pull somebody who doesn't play. He never got off the bench. He never got off the bench. So there you go. So there was no worry about him in there. I know these guys are teasing me right now, but I mean,
Lindy needs some more time.
I know that. Let him shoot more.
I don't mind him shooting if you make it. What I said about Lindy, if you're gonna put him in the game because he's to shoot, and then when the 2 most critical points and you need him to score and he shoots bricks, and then you pull Josh Giddey and still leave him in the game, I have an issue with that.
And I would play Joe more. I mean, I haven't figured out. He's in there maybe a minute or 2 a lot of times. He's pulled out. Like, leave him in there.
I don't. It was like the other night we were watching the game. Randy sends me this text. He goes, "Where is SGA?" And I said, "Joe." I mean, because he just left that same group in there, which he always does.
Yep.
That's why they go on 31-10 runs, 20-4 runs, because he'll leave that group in there
For 7 minutes.
It's like, dude, what are you doing? Pull. They're not doing anything. But, that's why I don't know if the Thunder actually are going to make the playoffs, because I don't know if he's going to do what he needs to do to make sure we go 2-0 in these last
Well,
two.
I'd be disappointed if they don't make playoffs. If they going from the 6th seed and then bow out of the playoffs and not at least give the season ticket holders a home game, do something, at least give it something to root for.
Just the thought of it.
Yeah. Just to be in it to me is all that
And then
matters.
you come out and say you're not trying to make the playoffs.
Yes.
The other night, the fans were upset.
Oh, they were no doubt,
It
dude.
was about as bad as Clark being upset because he picked the wrong color of the guy shooting shots.
Okay, guys. This is what we do. Every year for 14 years, we pick white or blue. Now, to be honest, he has a point. I've always picked blue. But then I wasn't at a game, and Randy picks blue, he says.
And he made it.
And the guy didn't make it. So
I'm
that's
there.
what he says. Now, me, on the other hand, he ain't never picked blue in 14 years. And I'm not at the game, and all of a sudden he picks blue. Can somebody else say on that one, okay? That's all I'm saying.
But Drew was there.
I was there.
No, dude, I'm not trusting anything you, his nephew. I'm not trusting anything you say. No.
Blue.
Other people listen. So then the other day we go and I pick white, and then he gets mad because white wins. Okay?
What?
And then on Sunday, I text him before it happens and go, "Hey, I've got white." And then all of a sudden I go and he goes, No, you got blue. I'm like, I picked white.
Hey, Gloria saw that.
No, we ain't trusting Gloria. Gloria don't count. This is me and you. And even your granddaughter, she picked wrong for you.
Nah,
She picked blue. I gave her a chance to pick blue. I gave Ruby a chance. Ruby
You
even
said
took
I
blue.
never picked blue. Now you're saying
Yep.
I picked
Your
blue.
granddaughter picked
I
blue.
mean, what's
Yeah.
Your granddaughter picked blue.
Seems like we got a little run around here.
Dude, I'm not listening. Drew, you're out, dude. We ain't trying to do anything you're saying right now. We
I
ain't
was
going-
there. He picked blue. That's all I know. I
Okay.
made it.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, so the chances, give me your odds, Randy, on the Thunder making the playoffs.
I just give it about a 40% chance.
40% chance.
I don't know if they can win 2 games here. They should, because I don't think Utah and Memphis will be playing their starters.
But the question is he going to play his bench and try to or is he going to do what he needs to do to win? That is the question.
Catching a break, Utah tonight. Hopefully that Utah won't play all their players, and OKC should win that game. But I worry about the Memphis game here. We'll see. It's a big game, big day, Easter Sunday. So
2:30, and the thing is, the Mavericks, they
2:30,
close
it's gonna
out.
be national television. Too.
Yep, they have. It's not going to be national television.
It might be. I mean, what other game? If it's to make the playoffs, I mean, they'll have it on NBA TV or something, surely.
Well, the problem is with the Thunder, I think that we made a nice little run
Who else is saying?
in these last few games. That we made a run, I think the chance of the Thunder being on TV would have been far greater. But you got to remember, the one time we were on TV, he started Omanuri against the Heat. I'm like, you're starting a G League player in a national television game?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. And that was a big L for us right there. So I don't know. What do you think, Drew? Randy's giving 40%.
50-50. I think the NBA wants to see Luka and Kyrie in the playoffs.
I think they do.
I think that's got that going against them. But Dallas has not proven that they can win a game. I mean, they won last night, but
well, that's because Kyrie had 19 in the fourth quarter.
So
they don't even know which side of the court to throw the ball in.
No, they don't. That's bad, bro. You're bad.
So looking at Sunday's schedule, you got Clippers Suns, which is the 2:30 game.
Well, when you look at the whole thing
Thunder.
is looking at the spread. I mean, when you look at the standings right now, the Suns are sitting there in fourth, and they're fine. They got a 2-game lead over the Clippers.
Yeah.
So I think they're pretty much set where they're going to be.
Yeah, it's not going to matter because they could just flip-flop. I bet it would be a home court, so we'll see.
Well, they got a chance to catch. They have a chance to catch the Kings, and nobody wants. I don't think anybody wants to see them, do they?
The Kings damn sure don't want to be in the 4 or 5.
No, they do not, because that I don't think they can beat. I don't think they can beat whatchamacallit.
No, they can't catch. Kings got a 3.5 game lead over Phoenix.
Oh, is it 3.5? Okay, I was pulling it up. I couldn't really see it on my deal.
Phoenix has got a 2.5 game lead over the Clips.
So the Grizzlies and the Kings are set where they're going to be.
Yeah, and then the Clippers and Golden State are tied right now.
Well, the thing is this: the Clippers, if Memphis loses the last 2 games, do they have the? I wonder, do they have the tiebreaker over the Kings? I'm sure they do. I would think they have the tiebreaker because that matters right there. With two games left, depending on who has the tiebreaker.
Memphis catching a break going at Milwaukee. Milwaukee probably not going to play anybody.
Yeah, you would think. Okay, well, with that, we're going to take a quick break. We want to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic. Thank those guys for keeping us up and running and moving. And if you have any needs for any computers, software to make your office run smoother, or any website design, they are the people for that. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, they are the people for that. Oak Grove Trucking, and I got Jose Fierro.
What's up, Jose?
And then Greg and Max Nafee supporting us as always. Last but not least, YNB, family owner operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender, and they're a member of the FDIC. And they, of course, are our sponsor for us to go out to support minority, women, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank and see our boys over there.
Go see the Horn Man.
Or, Carson Wright, if you want to see Carson.
Well, the color is blue, so that's why I always pick blue.
Yep. Teal.
You know what? Thank you, Commander. I'll see you later. I'm so done with him right now. I just don't even know what to say to this man. And that was anyway our boy Randy Wright, the Commander, President of YNB. Or you can go to their YNB East location on 66 and the Yukon Parkway, Mustang location, 218 Mustang Road there in Mustang, YNB Parkway, which is I-40 and Garth Brooks Boulevard. I can't see that. Garth Brooks Boulevard right now. You can go over there and see them, which is right in front of the hospital, or YNB Peoples, which is where I was at earlier.
Go see Eddie.
See our boy Eddie over there. Whichever one you want to do. Yep. And then, of course, Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. Here are his picks for the day. What were you yesterday, Drew?
Well, let's just take a look at that, Matthew. Had a pretty good night. I mean, would lead off with the Braves. I mean, chop.
Chop.
Covered again, 5-2, swept the Cardinals.
Unbelievable, bro.
I mean, it's just like it's like Christmas every year. This is coming around. That's just how it works. But anyway,
oh my God!
So yesterday we had the Mets and the Brewers under 8, which was a loser. Brewers walked off the JETS Mets with a home run and cost me that over. Marlins won on the plus 101 money line. The Reds got rained out. Lakers lost at plus 4.5. Pelicans covered. Bucks covered. Celtics pushed. So by my math, that's a 3-3-1.
3-3-1. Not too bad. It
wasn't a losing night. Not a losing night.
It wasn't a losing night, which is what ultimately matters, right?
Right.
Wasn't losing.
Correct.
Wasn't losing. Yeah, tonight you have the Sixers
Yeah.
-3.
Yeah, the Sixers are making this push. I like the Sixers tonight. I think that they're my pick. I'm going to go out on a limb. We're not picking our teams yet, but I think the Sixers are going to be the Eastern Conference representative in the championship this year. So we'll see. But tonight they got the Nets. Nets coming off a back-to-back. Sixers -3. Sixers should handle their business tonight.
Yeah, they should. Then, of course, you have the Jazz. You're taking the Jazz.
And you know why I'm taking the Jazz? Because nobody likes to play in Utah. I'm not saying they're going to win, but 7's a lot.
7 is a lot, Drew.
It's a lot. I mean, the Thunder just need to get out of there with a win. That's it.
Yep.
No matter how it happens, win by 2. That's fine. But I think 7 points is a lot. And sometimes, you know as well as I do, Matt, whenever some of the younger guys get a chance to play, they'll play their best game of the year, and these guys will shoot lights out. And it'll be interesting to see what they do. Is this Utah's last home game?
I think they have one more. You might check it.
Yeah, that makes a big difference. If it's their last home game, that's something to be said about that. But I don't know. I'll take the 7 points.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on Oklahoma City, too.
Well, like I said, I didn't.
No, this is Utah's last home game. They play at the Lakers Sunday.
Oh, that's right. They play Lakers. I knew they played Lakers last.
Well, that's a break for the Lakers right there.
Yeah, it is. And especially since they sent them in overtime.
Yep.
The last time they played. But I still think, and then of course you're taking the Nuggets and the Suns, the over 224.
Yeah, and I think the Suns. I think they're going to play their players tonight. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose that spot to the Clippers.
No.
But the Nuggets not going to play much defense. They're not playing their guys, so the Suns should score at will. I like the over. I think the Suns, they'll probably hit 125, 130. It should go over.
Yeah, I think the Suns right now.
And a lot of these NBA games been going over.
Yeah, and the one thing about the Suns right now, they've been Kevin Durant with them.
Man, that's a good-looking picture. Go Big Red.
That's an ugly-ass picture. Sorry. I don't know what your problem is with that, bro.
Herbie.
What's up, boys?
Hey, what's going on?
Stick Harry.
What's going on, bro?
Line change. How we doing, fellas?
Hey, I'm just going over these winners, you know.
Yep, keep going. Oh, yeah. Good night last night.
Yeah, it could have been
3-3-1.
better. Could have been better. But you know what? It doesn't take an L, so that's all.
Nope.
That's all that matters.
That's all we're looking for. That's all we're looking for.
By the way, who ended up winning that Rangers game last night we were watching there, Ben?
Rangers.
Rangers? Okay.
It went over.
It was some good fights last night,
Yep.
Drew, by the way.
It was good over.
We enjoyed that. Okay. Then in baseball today, Drew, you got the Tigers.
Yeah, a lot
money line plus one.
A lot of businessmen specials today. I like the Tigers money line. I do believe that is their home opener today. I can double check that, but it's not looking too good for the good guys. The Tigers are down 6-3 in the top of the ninth, so not looking good there. That could be an L.
Oh yeah, they were up 3-2 last I checked. That was about fifth inning, I think.
They obviously dropped the ball on that one. Then you have the Braves, the money line -165.
That is the home opener tonight in Hotlanta. Chop Shop throwing Snyder tonight. They're ace. So I look for them to punish San Diego tonight, having to travel cross country.
Ben, are you over the chop thing yet?
Oh, it's just getting
not as long
started.
as it keeps winning. Not as long as it keeps winning.
-165 tonight. Strider's on the mound.
I'll take the juice.
Yeah.
No, I'm tired of him saying chop.
Oh no, can't be.
Yeah, he's tired. I'm already tired of it. We're just 3 days in.
Can't be. It's only
Tired
6
of it.
games.
It's just the sound effects from the happy hog.
Yeah, well, we're at Ned's right now.
And then I'm taking
I know.
the Dodgers and the D-backs over tonight. That's at the D-backs. Dodgers should get 5 or 6 runs themselves. So I look for the game to go over. And it's always nice to play an over on a late night special. So
whatever.
Sit back and root for runs.
Ben, he's wearing me out, bro. I'm just telling you right now, he's wearing me out. The Nationals and the Rockies, over 11.
Oh, yeah. Get that launching pad out there. Nationals have no pitching. Rockies might get 11 runs themselves.
Oh, my God. Are they in Colorado?
They are.
Oh, yeah. The ball just flies out there. There's no doubt. I have your Braves in here twice for whatever reason.
Yeah, you might as well play them
last night.
You can play him twice.
Anyway, the Dodgers and the D-backs.
Again,
Over
back to the
9.
Dodger D-backs again. You can play that that over line there. Hopefully we'll win some money on these early games, and you can let it all ride on that over in the Dodger D-backs tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, your Masters picks with Victor Hovland is looking really
Looking
good.
good. Look at Xander in there, and then you got Zalatoris, like we said earlier, pulled out of the tournament. So hopefully he didn't start. I still haven't been able to figure that out yet.
I don't think he did because I saw him scheduled with Morikawa, and whenever I heard that he had already WD'd, Morikawa hadn't even teed off yet.
Yeah, that's good. So, but I got Victor and then DJ. I haven't seen what DJ's doing
He
yet.
plays this afternoon, I think. I think DJ tees off this afternoon. By the way, Mickelson is even now, by the way, Drew, since you were running your mouth.
Hey.
-2.
Oh, you got lefty.
Whatever, dude.
There's Rory. Rory, nice little chip out of the sand.
Yep, his game is really nice. I really like Rory. I mean, I really do. I don't know how long it's going to take him to get to be the fifth member of the of winning all four majors.
Yeah, the Grand Slam.
Grand Slam. What is he? The fourth?
What's his 8th try?
Yeah, something like that. 8th, 9th. So, I mean, but let's face it, he should already have a Masters.
Yeah.
He choked. What was it? 4 or 5 years ago, he choked big time where he should have.
Yeah, that was rough.
So that should have happened. So, but anyway, we're watching it right now. Lefty is -1. He just got a birdie on 12. So for those of y'all aren't watching, we are watching it right now on ESPN. Right now, enjoying it. Thank you very much. Trying to have a cocktail here. I'm off today on Thursday.
We're gonna try to play golf today, Matt.
Dude, I don't know how we're gonna play golf. You could probably get out of here, but by the time I clean up and get everything out of here, there's no way I'm gonna be out of here by the time. But you can probably go do it.
Yeah.
You can because you don't have to tear down everything and set up so you can get out of here and go.
So I'll leave it all here.
No, I'm not leaving my stuff here. No. You hear that, Ben? He wants to leave my stuff. Yeah,
we come back and get it.
Help me, Ben. Help me with him, Ben.
We come back and get it.
All
right.
I was on his side. Yeah, just
Put
Eddie's
some
got a closet there.
Put some cones up around it.
Oh my God! On a Thursday at Ned's. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I don't know who do they have tonight. By the way, probably I don't know who is that. I don't see them. I'll find out who they have tonight because they have live music.
Always good too
on Thursday. So, but anyway, I was at Cats last night with Ben for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I talked to you guys.
Then they started that whatever, and I'm like, I'm out. They started. The two guys, Ben, they were so horrible. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't do it, dude. I said, I'm out of here. It's not that big.
Yeah, it got that way for me. I put a headphone in about halfway through because it was killing me.
Dude, they were really bad last night. I don't know what the problem was with those guys.
All right, everybody's having fun with birthdays.
High stick. I'm 95% that it's the Canes.
Listen at him.
95.
Ben, 95. Ben.
What I need to know is, do the Canes have a baby blue alternate uniform? That's what I'm looking for.
No, but they need it.
Yeah, I mean, if you know where your bread's buttered, right? I mean, if you're the Carolina Canes, you need to have an alternate baby.
North Carolina State is there too.
Nobody's a Wolfpack fan.
Duke is there too.
Duke's a private school. Nobody from Duke's from Carolina. They're all from the East Coast, from New Jersey or Florida or someplace weird.
So
San
more and more, I think
Francisco.
you two are on each other's side. I don't know what the hell you two.
Wake Forest, they haven't won anything since '94. Who else we got?
What a year!
We got North Carolina State. We got North Carolina. We got Wake. Who else is in the triangle there? I don't mention that other team.
Yeah, well, you had Duke.
No.
North Carolina Duke. You got North Carolina Duke. NC State. Whatever. Wake Forest. And who's the other one?
There's somebody else in there we're forgetting. Davidson's in there. Anyway, so we're proving my point here is that if you're going to be the Carolina Canes, then you probably should have a baby blue uniform. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Ben, when are you going to stop co-signing with him? What is your deal with y'all co-signing? I don't get this, bro.
I love your alternate jerseys.
It's just, and it's just common sense. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I mean,
what are their colors anyway?
I think they're red.
Red, white, and black.
Yeah, those damn North Carolina State.
Literally just the exact same. It's all just different combinations.
That's what that means is that the owner of the Carolina deal is a North Carolina State grad. That's what that means. You know what I mean? Because clearly
I'm with you.
Clearly he's not a UNC grad, because that would not be happening. Or is he a Duke grad? So neither one of those things would be happening.
See, their alternate jerseys are green, white, and blue because they used to be the Hartford Whalers back in the day.
Yeah, but what color blue?
It's like a darker blue, but it's not. I mean, it's Hartford. I mean, it was representing Hartford, not Carolina.
So it's a dark.
It's like kind of like a navy blue, but they wear them every once in a while, which I don't understand why they do.
Hey man, it's a Duke. It's a Duke blue. It's a Duke.
Terrible.
Anyway, and NHL scores being last night. Go through them and tell us what you think. Flames and the Jets.
There was a few last night. There's some good games last night.
Yeah, we had the Flames and the Jets 3-1. The Flames took care of business.
Yep. I mean, Jets were up 1-0. Game got real physical. Couple scraps. I mean, this is free playoff hockey. I mean, it was a good game for the Flames. Now they're tied with the Jets for the final wild card spot. The Flames might be the toughest team, I think, pound for pound in the league. So you don't want to see them in the first round. They're going to beat the hell out of you. So it was old school hockey last night. I liked it.
Yeah, then we're talking now. Speaking of old school hockey, was the Rangers and the Lightning last night. Boy, they didn't like each other at all last night.
No.
Oh my God, dude!
They've hated each other for years. These two teams, every single time, they keep trying to outmuscle each other. The Rangers kind of look up to the Lightning on how they build their team. So if you look over the last few years, they're trying to kind of build. That's a copycat league, just like the NFL. Like when you find a recipe that works, you go after it. But I mean, the Bolts tried to, just like I said yesterday, was going to say yesterday, like last night, Rangers pushed them around. They tried their best. Corey Perry had 2 fights. I think there was 4 total in the game. But they're just setting the, tone for the playoffs. This game was about pride, and they didn't care what the end of the score, what the score was at the end of the night. They just want to send some messages, set some tones.
They were cracking me up, dude. They were smiling after fighting. I'm like, boy, I've never smiled after a fight. Ever. I'm like trying to. I mean,
missing a few teeth. Yeah, you're ready to go again. It's like, come on.
I'm pissed off, dude. I ain't trying to give nobody no love after no fight at all. I mean, I'm trying to go again.
They're laughing at him, just calling them different names and saying stuff, and they're going back and forth. It's a good back and forth. I promise you. Listen to some of those mic'd ups, and you'll hear them.
Yep. And then now today, oh my God, we've got a full slate. What has got 12 games or 14 games? Man, we got 14. A lot of games.
Yep. All but 4 teams involved tonight.
What do you like in the first game?
That first one, the Wild and the Pens. So it's a big game for both teams. The Wild are tied, I believe, in the Central for the lead with your Stars and the Avs. So they're going to want to be coming out and winning here. And they also have the Pittsburgh Penguins ex-goalie from a few years ago that won a whole bunch of Stanley Cups with them. And he's going to be playing for the Wild tonight. Yep. So it should be good. I imagine it'll be a good game, but I do kind of like the Wild.
And then you got the Senators and the Panthers next.
Yep. Panthers on a 4-game win streak. It's a must-win at home. I imagine they take care of business.
Then those B-Jackets against the Devils.
Yeah, the Devils should win this one handily. I don't see the Jackets putting up much of a fight. Everybody's fighting for that number 1 pick. It's going to be he's going to be the next best player in the world. So everybody's fighting for him. I imagine the Blue Jackets will lay down here.
Then you have the Capitals and the Canadiens.
Yeah, besides Ovi, this is kind of on the who cares list for me tonight.
I still can't believe he's still there. I mean, I would think he would have been. But
he's going to keep going, too.
That's his thing. He's there. He's in D.C. I mean, why not stay, I guess. The Leafs against your Bruins.
Yeah, this one, I mean, we're going to be sitting our top goalie tonight. We don't really have anything to play for. I mean, our backup's better than most starters in the league anyways. But I imagine this one to be another one of those ones just like the Rangers and Bolts game last night. I imagine these 2 teams hate each other. They have since the original 6. It's going to be a good game. They're going to sit maybe an old guy and play, a young 6'6" guy that's going to go out there and try to get on the team. So it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it is. Then of course, when I was looking at this, I mean, you got the Lightning, the Bolts, and the Islanders, which, I mean, the Bolts got to get this W, don't they?
Look at that.
They do. On a back-to-back.
Yep.
Isles are trying to fight for that wild card spot, so they need to win here. So this one's going to be a good game.
And then Rangers and Drews, ex-Blues.
Nah, they're not ex yet.
He said they're not ex yet.
You got to pick a playoff team. So I'm all for it. But, yeah, Rangers should handle them here, but they did just have that battle, like we said, with the Bolts last night. So they might have, blown their shot last night and not be too good for tonight. We'll see.
Then you got Then you've got the Canes against Drew's Canes in action back to back. Both his ex team and his new team against the Predators.
Yeah, you got they're on a 3-game win streak right here. I expect them just to come out.
Might as well start
Nashville.
this off right and just go ahead and put a little money on the Canes tonight. Just go make it official.
You might
Make it official.
Yeah, well, what do you think about this? Are they in your high stick Harry hook? The Canes?
No,
tonight?
I got 2 hooks tonight, but they're not in it. But they should be, but they're not. I'm just scared because the Predators are still trying to make the playoffs. They're still technically not out of it, but that's the only thing that worries me. And Saros is playing. Canes are sitting. The good thing about the Canes, they got 3 starting goaltenders down there. I mean, all 3 of them have had amazing records this year. So their whole problem going into the playoffs is going to be who are you going to play. You know, it's going to be that kind of situation. So you might play the wrong guy the wrong night. But all of them are going to be fantastic. I mean, they were right there on the cusp of being involved in my hook there. But
then you have you have the Flyers against my Stars at home in Dallas.
Yep, Otter in net, so that should be good.
Well, and the Stars need a win after what happened. The Mavs won last night, so the Stars definitely need a W. Okay, the
Stars are in the hook.
Kings against the G Knights.
Yeah, this one's going to be another one. Waiting on goalies. If you remember, Jonathan Quick got traded from the Kings, then he got traded to the Blue Jackets, then he got traded to the Golden Knights. If he's playing for the Golden Knights tonight, I'm taking the Knights. I'm going to hammer that one pretty hard, honestly, if he plays. But if he does not, this one should just be a good watch. It should be a battle.
Okay, then you got the Hawks and the Canucks.
Yeah, another who cares for me. This one's just going to be a pride game.
And then those Yotes against the Kraken.
Yep, Yotes almost made it into my hook today just because they're so juicy. It was like +2 something.
Dude?
If I had hit them all night, if we would have played the Yotes on some of those, we'd have been +700 on some of these bets and would have nailed them. And they just kept ruining me, so they almost made it just out of spite.
But Ben, if you bet for them, they'll kick you to the curb.
Yep.
You bet
exactly. That's why they didn't make it.
Yep. Then of course the Avalanche against the Sharks to close it out.
Yeah, not good for your Sharks. Not good for your Stars here because the Avs are playing the Sharks. They're going to be a little bit easier of opponent than the Flyers over there. But big night in your division over there. I mean, all 3 of the leaders are all playing. So this was going to be huge night in the NHL for pretty much just all the playoffs.
Right now, we do have the standings here for the playoffs. In the Atlantic Division, to start it off with, your Bruins have a significant lead. Nobody's going to catch the Leafs; are too far behind to catch them. In the Metropolitan Division, the Canes and the Devils are right there at it.
Yeah, the Canes got a game in hand here, so I imagine that they will be able to outlast the Devils. But the Devils are putting up a hell of a fight. I don't remember about 3 months ago I told you I think the Devils weren't going to make the playoffs.
Right,
so it's really showing me. So
yeah, well, they just came on. Okay, then the
Avalanche. They just didn't stop. Never stopped.
The Avalanche and the Stars. My Stars, I don't think we can catch them. Basically 4.5 back. We're just too far back.
Yeah, if the Stars do not get first in that division, they will lose the first round against the Avalanche. I think it's just the Avalanche are too strong, so they got to get first. If they don't get first, I don't expect the Stars to go too far. But I love their goaltending, so we'll see.
Yep, I agree. You never know what's going to happen. And then last but not least, in the Pacific, you have the G Knights and the Oilers right there at each other's throats.
Yep, all 3 of those teams, even the Kings, they're all bouncing back and forth. They all get to play each other one more time too. So this will change up a little bit over here over the next couple of days. But yeah, it's going to be a good weekend in hockey. It should all be about set by the time we come back on Monday or so. But a lot of back-to-backs this weekend too.
Now, who is your in 3 teams, Drew? Drew and I pretty much agree on who the 3 scariest teams are in the NBA, really coming out of the West. Who are yours?
Okay, if you're coming out of the West, if we're going off of health, right now, I always love the clip. I mean, you can't really count out the Warriors with Steph and everybody.
Well, Wiggins comes back, they've got to be the.
That's what. If he comes back, that's going to be the stir or the draw that stirs the drink. If you want to say, he's going to be the one that puts everything back together.
Yes.
Then I also I like the Suns. They just don't have enough experience as a unit. I think that they need to do a little bit more together because they haven't played with KD much. So I think that could hinder them in the future just a tad. I don't like the issue with Ja and the Grizzlies. I know they're way up there, but
they're rolling though. They're 7 out of the last 10.
Yeah, I get that, but I just think going into the play, I mean, you got to be together, and I just don't feel like they are. Like I just don't feel like they're like just like I said with the Suns. Like you just got to be a unit. And then I mean, the Lakers with LeBron, they do scare me.
Yeah, to me, the Lakers, the Suns, and the Clippers, if they get Paul George back, could be a thing. But I just don't trust Russell in the fourth quarter late. I just don't. But
Yeah,
the Suns.
the whole my scary situation is going to Denver. Whoever has to go to Denver. I mean, if
But remember,
I'm not mistaken, that they are like 32 or 33 and 7. I think the last I
you only
looked.
need to beat them once.
Yeah, I mean,
You
yeah,
only got to beat them once.
but I mean that's. Yeah, I know, but you're gonna have to beat them because they'll beat you away too. I mean, they do have, you know. Actually, I think their away record might be under 500.
I just don't trust Denver. I think they're soft, and then in the playoffs, they're not going to get calls at all, and that's just going to absolutely hurt them. I think, and Drew and I both think they're both soft as hell. We both think they're soft.
Yeah.
In the playoffs,
if they sweep at home though, the entire time, just like
the whole thing
it seems like they could.
In the playoffs in the NBA, it's different than the regular season. The playoffs is completely physical. It's two different deals, and that's the problem with James Harden. He was never able mentally to make that switch to physicality from softness. He just couldn't do it. So the question is, and I don't know if they do that in hockey. I don't know if hockey they do the same thing. I don't know if they, where the playoffs is completely called, completely different than the regular season.
Nope, they let it go. They let everything go and they let you battle. And it's the first round is usually a war. I mean, it's an absolute, but then after that, it's pretty much so like, first round there will be some fights, there will be some different things. Once you start getting a little bit deeper in the playoffs, it's all about not conserving energy, but I mean, causing as much, I guess, what would you say, causing as much harm to the other person, either mentally, physically, however you can. If you can just get after them, you're just trying to wear them down, just over and over.
Well,
so it's just kind of.
Who are your teams besides the Bruins? Who do you think the other teams give your team the hardest?
Canes.
Oh, my God. Who are your teams?
If I'm going out of the East, I'm very, very scared of the Rangers and the Canes if I'm coming out of the Metropolitan Division. The Devils do scare me. I just think they're a year away. They haven't been battle tested in the playoffs. Both the Hurricanes and the Rangers have been battle tested.
He looks like a 70s hair metal band in that picture.
He's laughing at your pick.
Yep.
You like that lead singer for Rat.
Oh, wow.
Yep, exactly.
Is Rat one of your bands, Ben?
No, I mean, they're up there. They'll get by. I've heard them.
Oh, my God. You're done, bro. I'm tired. You're not fighting.
Thank my father there. And then, if you're coming out of the West, can't count out the Avs. Defending champs. McDavid over there. They got 3 guys over 100 points now this year. So that's pretty impressive. He's, I think, only 2 points away from reaching 150, which would be the first time in like 18 years, I believe. But they look scary going into this. And, with the Stars and the Kings with goaltending, any hot goalie, I'll tell you over and over, any hot goalie is going to get you in.
Yep.
So.
Well, we'll see. I'm still going to be on my.
There's a list of about 4 of them that you just got to wait and see who's going, who's healthy, because there's some teams that are hiding guys, different things like that.
Well, in the NBA games tonight, Drew, there's really the Grizzlies the Cavaliers and the Magic.
Yeah.
The Heat, 76ers. That is a pivotal game. That's going to be a good game. Trailblazers, Spurs. No one really cares
about. How many people you think will be at the Trailblazers Spurs game?
At San Antonio, quite a few. They love their team. The Spurs fans support their team. They really do.
Yeah.
Thunder.
It's the only thing to do in town.
Right. Thunder Jazz. Great game. Drew's taking the Jazz and the points.
Just a lot of points. 7's a lot.
And then
I followed him on that.
Then you got the Nuggets at the Suns. And that's going to be a hell of a game, and that's at 9:30. So we will be watching that.
Man, I don't know how good that late game is going to be. Nuggets aren't going to play any of their players. The Suns should blow them out.
It should, but you know how that works. You never know how that's going to work when you do that, when you break it down. So we shall see.
What do you guys got for the Thunder making the playoffs? What's your percentage on that?
50-50 for me.
Drew said 50. Randy said 40. I'd say up to mine is around 30. Because I just don't know this coach I don't know what he's going to play. If he does,
we'll figure it out real quick, won't we?
Right. If he plays the guys that he should play like he did against the Suns, the group that he played, except that he's got to play Jay Will more. Because this is my thing with him. If you say that we want to play young players, but then we're getting them ready, but then you don't play Jay Will, you play Sarge, who is older A lot more than you play a
Yeah.
guy you're developing. So what you're saying, you're speaking out of both sides of your mouth. Either you're trying to promote and do your youngsters, which why isn't Jay Will playing 30 minutes? If that's what you're truly trying to do, but that's really not what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to
that's not
mask.
even fair. You put the trap right by the
Yep.
water.
So I just think it's ridiculous that happens. So I'm at about 35%.
Yeah, I think
I'm
I
gonna
like
know.
their schedule a little better than ours though too.
Yeah, well, the whole thing, the Mavs have the Bulls tomorrow, and then they have the Spurs. So
Yeah, the Bulls are going to be trying too. I mean, they're
the
going to
Bulls
be
got to
playing.
win. The Bulls got to win, and the Mavs definitely have to win.
The Bulls are a dumpster fire right now.
And the whole thing is this: if the Thunder and
Yeah.
Mavs are tied, we have the tiebreaker. You got to remember, you got to think the Mavericks can win both of their last two games, so they're going to be all out trying to win. And if the
Yeah.
Thunder don't go all out and try to win these last two that they have, then we're down. That's why I think about 30%. I don't think they're trying to win. I just don't. I don't think it's going to bother the management or the coaching staff at all if they don't make it. I just don't.
I think Matt's going to be watching the Celtics game tonight with that shirt he's got on today.
Man.
I mean, I think it says Bird on the back. I'm pretty sure.
Listen, I've got my master shirt on, Dan, and he is just running his mouth.
He's looking forward to it.
He's just running his mouth. It's what he does, man. It's what he does. He lives to torture me. It's what he does, man. It's what he does. All right, brother.
Hey, it wouldn't be the same without it.
Anything you want to talk about, Ben?
No, I'm out of here, boys. You guys have a good one. Cheers. Yeah.
So, did you give us your hook or not?
Oh, he didn't give us
No,
the
I didn't. I got him right here.
What's the hook?
All right. So I did two because I hit one last night, but of course the ones that you never report, you don't ever hit. So you always hit.
If you don't, if you don't report them, they don't
Stars
count.
puck line, Avs puck line.
Stars puck line.
Correct. That's why they don't even count it.
And Stars
I got
puck line.
Stars puck line and Avs puck line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Avalanche.
plus 310 is on that one.
Okay.
And then my other one that I got is Devils at puck line, and I got Rangers on money line, and that's plus 154.
All right.
Those are the two that I threw in.
Okay.
All right, B, you own it then today, bro. You own it. You own it. And then the
We'll
Masters
see.
update, John Rahm and Hovland are both -7. Cameron Young is -5. Shoffley's -4. And Scott is -4. I'm assuming that's Adam Scott.
Yeah.
And then Scotty Scheffler is right there -2. He just missed an easy birdie putt that he should have knocked down. It went to the left and did not break. So he's -3. And then, of course, remember, we are at one of our favorite places, Ned's Starlite Lounge at 7301 North May. They're open. They're closed Mondays, but they're open Tuesdays and Wednesdays 11 to 12, Thursdays and Fridays 11 to 2, Saturdays 10:30 to 2, and Sunday 10:30 to 3. If you have not been, it's 2 a.m. and then 10:30 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. on Sunday. If you've not been for their brunch, you're missing out. And then tonight, they've got Will Gaines tonight live here at Ned's Starlight Lounge. So by all means, come and check it out. Will is really good. So they have live music, I believe it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. So by all means, come to Ned's, check it out, and you'll enjoy it. We want to thank Ned and Lindsay for hosting us. And, of course, we were here for Fried Chicken Thursday. They have fried chicken, liver, and gizzards every Thursday, and it was delicious. And Drew had a salad.
I did. I'm on a health kick. I'm working out for the playoffs.
Here we go.
Just getting it dialed in.
He's getting it dialed in, Ben. He's getting it dialed in, whatever. But anyway, I want to thank my guy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com.
Go Big Red.
And then my guy High Stick Harry for coming on, giving us his hook for today, Ben Dillman. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, boys. We're due for one. Cheers.
Yeah, we are. And so I want to thank everybody for watching and supporting this edition of the Unpopular Hour. And everybody go watch the Thunder and be cheering. And hopefully you guys have a more optimistic attitude than I do, because I'm just not a fan of Mr. G League, Mr. 2 minutes too long, Mr. Minutes Manager, our coach. So we shall see. Hopefully the Thunder will take care of business. He'll play who he needs to play to reward our fans with the play-in.